In 2008, 1 in 8 adults in Denver were over 60. In 2035, 1 in every 4 will be over 60. We'll take a look at some issues facing adults and some ways to stay active in order to stay healthy on this edition of Metro Voices. Hola, me llamo Wendy Brockman. There's nothing like learning a new language to stimulate your brain. We're here at the Aurora Center for Active Adults, and centers like this play a critical role in helping minds and bodies stay active, which can really help with mental and physical problems that could come with aging. We hope not. We're going to take a look at this great center throughout our show. There are recreation centers and activity programs all around our metro area. Let's start with a look at a very vibrant Silver Sneakers program in Wheat Ridge.
The city of Wheat Ridge has always had a fairly large senior population, and as the baby boomers start to retire, that population is going to grow in the city of Wheat Ridge and in Jefferson County. I'm very proud of the fact that our Wheat Ridge Recreation Center has a Silver Sneakers program, and that program has more seniors nationally than any other program in the country. So Wheat Ridge, at 30,000 people, has the largest Silver Sneakers population using our recreation center on a daily basis to keep themselves healthy, wealthy, and wise as they grow older.
And the grand finale, up on your toes, down low.
Silver Sneakers is a program for older adults to get in and be fit, take different classes. They can actually utilize other parts of the recreation center as well with their annual membership that they get.
The Silver Sneakers program has been a great program for the recreation center. It's allowed older active adults to come into the center, have a variety of programs available, and have a focal place to meet and socialize as well.
Our first class at 7 a.m. is more of a muscular strength and range of movement class. All right, take a deep breath in. Woo! Let's march, right foot. That's a level 1 class for Silver Sneakers, and primarily they stay in the chairs to get muscular strength on their body. I do need to get them up about 4 times and do some little cardio in the beginning, but mostly is for muscular strength and also their range of movement and to make them feel stronger, and it's doable for anybody. And this starts level 1. This is a great entry class. Inhale, almost like you're gonna sit, but you're not. Woo!
This program is very popular in Wheat Ridge. We're the largest recreation center in the nation as far as our numbers go with people utilizing our program. And with Wheat Ridge having such a large base of older adults, we have them come into the recreation center and really get to enjoy what we've built for them.
Go up and down. Lead with your elbows, up top of the shoulders.
Silver Sneakers is a great fit for us in the city of Wheat Ridge. We have a large percentage of seniors in the community, and we have found both at the Active Adult Center and here at the Recreation Center and our outdoor pool that our participants love the program and are very happy to be involved and be active.
And the final class is really a great class. This is Silver Sneakers Yoga Stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And it's very good. It keeps the body stretched, elongated. We're helping to reduce back pain. We're helping very specifically for shoulder problems, keeping the hips strong. It's a beautiful class to help reduce stress, make you just feel better. And that breathing is so critical, improving your oxygen intake level, which is vital for us as we get older. One more you're gonna hold. Breathe, keep breathing the belly breath. This is a great class because you can take it harder or you can modify and do it easier. 2 and 3. Reverse.
We are here at the Wheat Ridge Recreation Center and we are hosting the Silver Sneakers State Conference. We have about 50 to 60 instructors from all over the state of Colorado here to get certified and learn all about the Silver Sneakers programs. We have our MSROM program, which is muscular strength, range of motion, our cardio circuit, cardio fit, and our yoga stretch programs here being taught. It's very important to have the Silver Sneakers instructors up to date. They have to get recertified every 4 years to make sure they're staying with the state-of-the-art information and making sure that we're providing the best program for our Silver Sneakers participants here at the Recreation Center.
I think coming to this class when you're brand new, that's a whole new skill. Just coming to a class and learning something different.
The Silver Sneakers Meet and Greet is something that we hold once a month. It's on the second Tuesday of every month at 9:30 in the morning, and it's just a chance for the Silver Sneakers seniors to come, whether they're new or old, existing or fresh through the door. They come and they get to interact with each other, one another, and it's a time for us to kind of talk about the schedules and the classes we have available, and most importantly, just to get a tour of the facility and feel comfortable.
We have opportunities for participants here at the Recreation Center and also at our Active Adult Center. And in the summer, we have the outdoor pool that's open, and they have opportunities to be out there too and do outside aquasize classes.
Studies have shown that seniors who are active adults, who exercise daily and watch their diet, live longer, happier lives, and they're active with their families, active with their friends, they can drive longer, and keeps their mind clear. We encourage all of our seniors to use our Silver Sneakers program at the Rec Center and to take advantage of those programs daily if possible.
It's so nice at the social piece of this. They come in and they talk and they're laughing in the hallway and talking with each other. They make friends, and so it's just a great thing to be able to see that happening for them.
It makes me feel very warm and fuzzy and happy when I'm able to help a person regain lost strength, lost flexibility, when I'm able to help a person feel better about themselves, feel safer when they are out doing their everyday daily activities.
Helping other people, I just enjoy it so immensely because I know it's of great value to them and to me too. And I just love helping people feel better, feel stronger. I love what I do. I really do.
We're back at the Aurora Center for Active Adults, and joining me now is Sheila Anthony. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
This place used to be called the Aurora Senior Center. Why did you guys change the name?
Well, we went through a remodeling process in 2006, and at that time we really evaluated the name of the center and did focus groups and got a lot of public input, and it was very clear that we definitely wanted to move away from being called a senior center. And that especially the population 50 to say 75 plus really didn't identify with being described as a senior. And in fact, they wouldn't come to our center because they thought that was a place that perhaps their mother, would be coming. They would bring grandma to. But they didn't see themselves as coming to that kind of a facility. And the programming we have really is very much appropriate for adults who are 50, who are still working, or people who are caregivers. And we've just said, what would describe you? An active adult really was where we felt we hit the mark.
What kinds of activities do you have here?
There's a wide range of activities. So really there's something here for everyone. So whether it's a fitness class that a person wants to take, like Tai Chi or personal training, or an art class, but we also have programs we call brain boosters. So if somebody wants to learn a new language or learn bridge, things that keep their mind sharp. And then a lot of social activities like our day trips and hiking, which combines sort of a physical aspect along with that social aspect. We know if people stay connected, have friends, that they're happier and they're healthier. We have services too, so people can come here for a hot new meal, sit down with friends, enjoy a meal, have their taxes prepared by AARP tax volunteers. So really the center is like a hub of activity, whether it's a service need or whether it's a fitness or recreational activity, we have something for them.
Wow. Is the center just for Aurora residents?
No, we are in Aurora, but we serve anyone who comes to the center can participate. They do pay different fees because the City of Aurora does subsidize our programming. And that's pretty typical in other communities as well. But we welcome anyone who finds our programs of interest.
What advice do you have for people in their senior years or approaching their senior years?
I would say stay active. Our title is Active Adults, but really I think people who stay active and engaged are healthier and they're happier. It's physical activity, it's having connections, friends. Volunteering is a great way to give back, to take advantage of the opportunity that you have the time to do that, to find an interest to pursue that perhaps you never had time to pursue before, that makes you feel content. I think that would be my advice.
And be a part of something.
Absolutely, absolutely. Be a part. Engage in your community.
This is a great place. Thank you so much for having us.
You're so welcome. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Unfortunately, sometimes people can become more vulnerable as they age. The Jefferson County District Attorney's Office has a new crime-fighting unit. Its sole mission is to protect senior citizens. To see Rose Moniak smile and laugh with her husband Don is remarkable. Because 4 years ago, she was fighting for her life.
The doctors told me later I had a brain hemorrhage, broken facial bones, jaw fracture.
This man almost killed her.
He pushed her down, dragged her into an isolated hallway, and kicked her repeatedly.
Rose worked at a casino bus station selling tickets. Her attacker, who'd ridden the bus many times to Blackhawk, saw an opportunity one day when Rose was by herself and tried to take her money.
He found my purse and he stole from it. And I confronted him saying I wanted my money back. And that's all I remember. He pushed me and that's all I remember.
Frankly, it looked like it was going to be a homicide. And I was so outraged by it that I wanted to be part of this prosecution.
Rose fought back, physically and emotionally, and her testimony at the trial helped send her attacker to prison.
She just had a strong will to live, and she survived, and we convicted him of attempted first-degree murder.
Pursuing justice is priority one for Jefferson County District Attorney Scott Story. But he's realized that senior citizens like Rose are vulnerable and need some extra help.
I have believed for a long time that crimes against seniors are underreported and definitely underinvestigated. And that's why I created this elder abuse unit.
Heading up this elder abuse unit is Deputy District Attorney Sean Clifford. Since February 2010, he's been focusing solely on crimes against seniors.
Physical abuse is really just the top of the iceberg. We start digging a little deeper, we start looking a little closer, and there's financial exploitation going on as well.
Fraud, telemarketing fraud, power of attorney fraud.
The case files can be complicated, witnesses hard to find. There are unique challenges when it comes to prosecuting crimes against seniors and preventing them in the first place.
Certainly there can be issues of capacity when we're dealing with someone who may be suffering from dementia, what have you. There may be transportation issues, just the mere ability to get somebody to court when we need to get them to court.
The Elder Abuse Unit is patterned after the Crimes Against Children program used nationwide. Police and prosecutors are finding similarities between the two groups. For example, as it was in Rose's case, the victim often knows and trusts the suspect.
What may have begun as a very benign, a very good relationship sort of becomes a crime of opportunity.
The DA's office is working closely with other community groups and letting seniors know what resources are available.
So with an increase in our senior population, increase in crime, and increase in reporting, I think the future is that we're going to be busy.
Since her attack, Rose Moniak has helped Scott Story educate seniors about crime programs and prevention. And now, with the new Elder Abuse Unit, the Jefferson County DA's office is even more prepared to fight for their protection. Rose knows how important that helping hand can be.
It's been a long four years, but I'm a survivor. I've been called a miracle lady. I guess I am.
Well, if it's true that 50 is the new 40, that people are staying active and more healthy later in life now, one couple in Aurora is taking that to the extreme by competing in a sport at an international level. They're both world champions, and their sport? Powerlifting?
Come on.
It's a sport that requires strength, discipline, and commitment.
It needs those two components. You can have the most ability in the world, but if you don't have the discipline and commitment, you're going to go nowhere in the weight sports.
Dan Gaudreau knows and understands those commitments on the championship level. With 8 world championships under his belt, Dan just came home to Aurora after winning his 9th world championship at the World Masters Powerlifting competition in St. Catharines, Canada.
I set 5 world records at that competition, so I was somewhat pleased with that performance. I could have done a little better, but...
And that's the mentality of a powerlifter, always looking to be better and better. Dan has been competing since 1996, and he's not alone in this hobby, or lifestyle as many would call it. His wife Jennifer is stronger than most men I know, and she'll be the first to knock down any misconceptions about women in this sport.
For powerlifting for women, it would be that you're going to end up looking like a man if you do this, and that you're going to have muscles like a man, and you're going to be huge, and you're not going to look feminine anymore. And that's just not the case. I've been doing this for 21 years, and I don't think I look like a man at all.
Not a chance. At 5 feet and 132 pounds, this beautiful brunette is all woman. Most recently, Jennifer competed in the Open World Championships in South Africa, placing 5th. So not only is she a wife, a mom, and a teacher, she is a force to be reckoned with in the world of powerlifting.
You've got to be dedicated to the sport, and you've got to come in and you've got to train 3-4 days a week, a couple hours a day, 3-4 days a week to do it.
So you may be wondering, how do people win these titles and break these records? Well, if steroids or drugs come to mind, that is not the case with these guys.
I wasn't going to lift against people using steroids for a trophy.
Dan started lifting in 1980, but never competed for that very reason, until 1996.
So when I came to move to Colorado, I found there was drug-free powerlifting available, and I jumped right into that and been with it ever since.
So, drug-free and strong, this Aurora couple will keep lifting, placing, and breaking records in this sport of strength all over the world.
Not only are Dan and Jennifer world champions, but they're well known in the international powerlifting world. And they've had some success recently in bringing the international competition to Colorado. If you want to see world-class powerlifting, you can check it out at the Red Lion Hotel in Aurora on Parker Road at I-225, April 20th through the 22nd. Now we're in the computer lab at the Aurora Center for Active Adults. Colorado seniors often face the challenge of finding and keeping affordable housing on a fixed income. In Durango, they have partially solved this problem through a creative partnership.
With its beautiful mountains, numerous recreational opportunities, and historic downtown, Durango attracts people of all ages, including seniors returning to their roots or settling down closer to family. The issue of providing affordable housing for seniors is being addressed in part through a collaborative effort begun several years ago.
30% of the seniors living in La Plata County have incomes of less than $15,000 a year. So with facts like that, you can really see how seniors in our community would be having to make very difficult choices between safe and secure housing, for example, and their food budget.
The result, the Cedarview Apartments in Durango, developed by the Volunteers of America with a lot of help from others.
La Plata County and City of Durango were essential in supporting the project, as well as local nonprofits, Regional Housing Alliance and Colorado Development Corporation. A community-wide effort was really key to the success of the project.
Cedarview has 2 buildings. There's Phase 1, which has 30 apartments, which includes a manager's unit. Building 2, we call it Phase 2, has 25 units, of which one is a staff apartment. They all have one-bedroom apartments, one bedroom, one bath, 540 square feet.
The more than 50 people who call Cedarview home enjoy not only the companionship of each other, but also a lot of amenities that make Cedarview a place that's in high demand.
It's like living at Disneyland. Living here is great. They've got all the amenities in the world. They've got two giant screen TVs in the community room. There's a kitchen, so if you want to have, parties or family over. In my particular apartment, I've got a great view and plenty of closet space, plenty of kitchen space. For me, it's been the best deal on the planet. They've got it all.
And Betty Ramsey is one of the newest residents of Cedarview, wasting little time decorating her 540 square foot apartment into her new home.
I moved from Charlotte, North Carolina, back to Durango. Cedarview is a gorgeous community. You couldn't ask for a nicer one. We do have a computer room that's for anyone who wants to use it, which is nice. We have game rooms. Our management is wonderful. Our maintenance is wonderful. You couldn't ask for better, caring people that take care of us.
Michael Rash is a 38-year resident of Durango and retired Forest Service employee who now lives at Cedarview.
It's clean and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. We all must be self-sufficient that live here. And the affordability, of course, is great because all I have to live on is my Social Security. It's a kind of a family feeling. I mean, people take care of each other, if necessary, and they care about each other.
On average, the waiting list at Cedarview requires someone to wait for approximately a year before getting into an apartment. The range of rental costs per month really depend on that adjusted monthly income per senior, but it ranges from $100 to $400.
It is just a great place to live, being a senior.
I'm not going anywhere. I've moved 56 different times in my life, and I'm done with it.
This is my last stand. This is it. Where else would I go? I have everything basically provided for. It's a nice thing, a nice way for me to kind of ease out my life. So it's cool. It's cool.
Creativity is another great way to keep your brain active and your spirit happy. Right, Stacy?
Right.
I like your zebra.
Thank you.
You know the saying, they just don't make things like they used to? Well, that's not necessarily the case up in Broomfield. At the Broomfield Senior Center, the seniors have their very own wood shop. It's here they get the chance to stay sharp, stay in touch with other seniors, all while creating beautiful works of art.
This is a volunteer-run wood shop supported by the City of Broomfield, and what we do is basically provide an outlet for people to learn how to work with wood, and also if they have items that need to be done, projects that need to be done around the house, they can come in here and on a donation basis, we'll be glad to help them.
One of the best things about working the wood shop is being creative. The guys down here are very creative. They get to build a lot of the things that they like building, and a lot of things that people would love to have. For example, the guys that are on the lathes here, they do phenomenal work on this stuff. They'll take an old chunk of wood, just like this, and they'll cut it, trim it, shave it, and they'll end up with a piece like this. Just the creativity of being able to sit down and do this stuff and build something with your hands. It just feels good.
It's a cherry bowl. We're taking out the inside of the bowl. It's waste, and then when I get it out, we'll sand it down and finish it. Pretty tedious work, I think, anyhow.
The relaxing part that's the best part of it. Through all the stresses that we have in our lives right now, it's nice to come down to a place or have a place like this that we can come down and just kick back and kind of do our own thing for a little bit.
It's very relaxing and very rewarding too. It doesn't make any difference what skill level you have, it's fun. A person is doing this for pleasure and relaxation. Of course, the ego, it doesn't feel too bad if somebody admires what you've done.
The guys like coming down here just for the camaraderie and a good place to do their woodworking.
I'm making a popcorn bowl, or you could use it as a cookie container. It's quite a lengthy process, but normally they turn out very well. We might put it in the art cart up here to help the Meals on Wheels program. We've got several fundraisers each year through the center that we make different projects. They have an auction and auction them off, and what the money recovered from that will go towards the Meals for Wheels program, which helps the center out and helps people in need.
This is a great resource for the community. It allows people that have some items, let's say, broken in their house, they need to get fixed, they can come down here and get it fixed. It also provides, again, an outlet for seniors in the community to get out of their house and to socialize.
We just need more people to come down here and use it.
I see the need in the Broomfield community. People just don't realize that there are seniors here that need help. And so being able to help them via creating items for a basket auction so that money can be raised for things like Meals on Wheels, it's just satisfying. Satisfying giving back to the community.
You know, so people are so friendly around here, and I just enjoy doing woodwork.
It gives a lot of self-satisfaction, and being a retiree, I can spend a lot of hours over here and keep myself busy and useful. And that has been a big part of my life since I've retired.
It just feels good. It just feels good. I'm a retired firefighter. I'm used to giving all the time, and it's just great.
Hi, are you ready for your massage?
I am.
Let's do it.
At the Aurora Center for Active Adults, you can even get a massage. Oh, Patty's here. So let's take a look at some events happening in the community. Okay. Yeah, that's good. If you're interested in learning more about what resources are available for older adults, contact your local government to find out what's going on in your town. Maybe Wii Bowling. Let's give it a shot, all right? Oh, I have a really good feeling. Yes, yes, yes? No! I'm Wendy Brockman. Thanks for watching Metro Voices. We'll see you next time.
Stronger, healthier babies. It's what the March of Dimes is all about. Learn more about healthy babies at marchofdimesbaby.org.
There's a place not so far away. A place where you don't have to keep the volume down. Or clean up your room. A place where you don't have to make time for free time. You don't have to do anything but show up. You'll find all sorts of creatures in this place without have to. The silly you. The proud you. may even meet the curious you.
Tickling me. You!
There are lots of views to catch up with. Ask your parents to take you to this not-so-far-away place. Come to the forest, where the other you lives. But first, stop by discovertheforest.org.
This year and over the next several years, the population in Denver of people over 60 will be increasing by more than 20% a year. We'll take a look at some of the issues facing older adults and some ways to stay active in order to stay healthy. Join us for Metro Voices, Thursdays at 8.